Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhana Swamini Namini Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachayane Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Umajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Sakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Mano Vishram Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamakyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Panapadan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bantu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarbhyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaga Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraga Anadi Radir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the most confidential knowledge. That is, Krishna is teaching in this Bhagavad Gita that if we realize that we are the soul, we can do that only if we believe in Krishna. So then we will be able to really see the world as it is. Otherwise, we won't be able to see the world in reality. Even though we have eyes to see, we know that we have senses, knowledge acquiring senses. Even though we have that, we have the eyes to see. But we are able to see, we are seeing only the bodies. We are not able to see the souls. For that, we need spiritual eyes to see the souls. With material eyes, we can see only the matter, because our eyes are made up of matter. Our senses are made up of matter. So with material senses, so we can only see the matter. We cannot see the soul, or we cannot see the super soul. That is not possible. And the main problem what we have is, since we identify everything with the matter, so we want to believe only when with our limited senses, if we are able to perceive any objects here, anything, then only we believe it, if we see. But even with eyes also, many times we get cheated, even with our things. If we study something like, it's scientifically proven also. So it all depends upon, you are not seeing, only you are seeing the contrast. You are not seeing the absolute things actually. That's what we need to understand. The colors also, sometimes it will show different colors because of its background. So you are not actually seeing the real color. That's what we need to understand. So we are able to only see the contrast, not the actual things, the real objects. So that's how everything. It's the system, like our vision. It is so much complicated. Scientifically speaking, also the way we see the things in this world, when they are moving or not moving, or in their different shapes, in their colors and everything, different colors and all such things. It's not at all on very, very simple system. It's a very, very highly complicated system. In fact, the object is actually on our retina. It's actually inverted shape only. It falls as an inverted shape on our retina. That's what, when the light comes, when it goes into our eyeball, so the picture is formed inside our eyes on the retina. So that is inverted shape. Then again it gets re-inverted back to its original inverted shape, small shape and everything. And then when it goes through the neurons, the ganglions, neurons and everything, when it goes through our eyes, back to the, especially everything, all this processing center, everything is located on our back of our brain actually. So that is known as occipital lobe. So on the back of our brain. So that is the fact. It's such a highly complicated system. With that only we are able to even see this material sense object. And that if our eye is working good, if our vision is good. When we get old, then a lot of things are, this picture itself is not, if it is not forming on the retina, then we cannot see things. So that's why we are having the lenses to correct them. So far-sightedness, near-sightedness, all such problems are happening. So with such limited senses, imperfect senses, we are asking, we are demanding that I want to see, then only I will agree. So the soul, when we talk about the soul, so simply say that, oh, there is no soul, because it's all wrong. Like that people, if they say it, that means they are very, very unintelligent. That's all. So, Utramantam Stitam Vapi Gunjanam Va Gunanvitam Vimudanana Pashyanti Jnana Chakshusha. It's not only they are unintelligent, they are actually fools. So the soul is taking bodies. The soul is changing bodies. So the soul is inside this material body trying to enjoy the material sense objects. Utramantam Stitam Vapi Bunjana Va Gunanvitam. Bunjana. Bunjana means enjoying. Enjoying means it is experiencing. It's not only good. Enjoying means we think that it's in a good sense. But here Bunjana refers to both enjoying and suffering also. So that's why Purushaga Sukha Dukkhanam Bhoktrutve. Sukha Dukkhanam Bhoktrutve means both Sukha and Dukkha. So that's what we are experiencing in this world. That's why Sad Asad Yoni Janmasu. So good and bad things we are experiencing life after life. Karanam, what is the reason? The reason for that is because of our association with the modes of nature. Karanam Guna Sangosha Saddasadyoni Janmasu. So we need to give up that association with the modes of nature by ourselves associating with Krishna through this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So when we associate ourselves with Krishna all the time, so that means the three modes of material nature are not going to bother us. They are not going to disturb us. If you fix our mind on Krishna, if you focus our mind on Krishna. That's why Krishna is teaching us that Manasamyamya Matchito. So you control your mind by thinking about me. Matchittaga Sarvadurgani Matprasada Tarishashi Sarvakarmani Episada Kurvanu Madvyapashega Matprasada Tavapnuti Sasvatam Padam Avyayam. So all such things Krishna is teaching us because we need to focus our mind on Krishna. Then it is very easy for us to go to Golok. So this is the knowledge what we are getting from Bhagavad Gita, that we are not the body, we are the soul. And we should be able to see the souls everywhere, not the bodies. That's what is very important. When we see each and every individual, we need to see them as soul. Vidya, Vinaya, Sampan. If you have this complete knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita, Vidya, Vinaya, Sampani, Brahmani, Kavigastini, Suni, Chaiva, Swaparkecha, Pandita, Samadarshinaga. We will be able to see them with Samadarshina. Samadarshina means with equal vision. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. Pandita, Samadarshina. So Krishna is teaching that we need to see Krishna everywhere. Samam pashyangi sarvatra samavastitam Ishwaram nahinasthyatmanatmanam tatho yati param gati. So if you are able to see everything equally, like that, if you are a Pandita, if you have the complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, if you are able to see Samadarshina, see everything equally, so then what is going to happen? Krishna is teaching us in the 13th chapter that Samam Pashyangi Sarvatra. If you are able to see Pashyan means see everything Samam. Because why Pandita is actually seeing Samadarshinaga, everyone equally? Because not only because of just the souls, every individual is the soul, but also the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, seated in everyone's heart. Everyone we see, Krishna is there inside them, the body, everyone's body. That's why Samavastitam Ishvara. Samavastitam Ishvara means he is situated equally that Ishvara, the Parameshwara, Maheshwara. So Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, he is equally situated in everyone's body. So that's why one should be able to see them equally. So when we are able to see them equally, so Hinasthyatmanatman means we won't be destroyed. So with our mind we won't be falling down. Nahinasthyatmanatman, because we will reach the supreme destination. Tatoyati Param Gatim. That's what Krishna is teaching in the 13th chapter, 29th sloka. Even in 28th sloka also Krishna is saying the same thing. Samam Sarveshu Bhuteshu Standam Rameshwaram Vinashyat Avinashyam Tam Yapashyati Sapashyati. So that Parameshwaram. So Parameshwara. Krishna is the Maheshwara, Yogeshwara, Parameshwara. So that Krishna, Parameshwaram, Vishweshwaram, Parameshwaram. So he is Sarveshu Bhuteshu Samam Tishtantam. In all living entities, all bodies, they're all going to be destroyed. Vinashyats means it's all going to be destroyed, these bodies. But in those bodies which are all going to be destroyed, in all the bodies, Lord Shri Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is actually Samam Tishtantam. He is equally seated, equally situated. And he is Amnishantam. He is not destroyed. So he is eternal. So one who is able to see that Supreme Lord in each and everyone's body is actually Ya Pashyati, Sa Pashyati. One who sees that, he is actually seeing it. That's what Ya Pashyati, Sa Pashyati. So Samam Sarveshu Bhuteshu Tishtantam Parameshwaram Vinasyat Swaminashyantam Ya Pashyati Sa Pashyati. So like that, if we are able to see Krishna everywhere, so that's what Pandita Samadarshina. So that Pandita is actually able to see everything equally, Samadarshina. That can happen only with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Otherwise, it is not going to be possible. Without this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we will be lost ourselves in this material. We will be simply taking repeated birth, old age, disease, and death. And this nonsense will continue forever. It will never ever stop. And it is not at all good for us. We have to be extremely careful in what we are doing in our daily life, the activities. So that means 24/7. So they say that there is a 24/7 constant surveillance, all such things they say, like videos, like cameras they put, and they say that CCTV cameras, 24/7 surveillance. Like that, 24/7, we should be in Krishna consciousness. We should be engaged in connecting with Krishna, serving Krishna. So all our lives should be fully Krishna conscious, full of Krishna consciousness, nothing else. So then we will be able to go to Goloka by Krishna's wish. So that's why Tato Yati Param Gati. So then we will reach the supreme destination, Tato Yati Param Gati. So that opportunity has come to us actually to do that. In order to do that, for that, the circumstances, environment, everything matters a lot. If we are in a situation where everybody is going after material sense objects, and if we want to associate with them all the time, then how is it going to be possible for us to remember Krishna only all the time? It is impossible. That's why Krishna is teaching us that Vivitta Desa Sevitvam Arattigi Janasamsa. So one should aspire to live in a solitary place and free from the general mass of people. So one should not associate. So these things are very important so that we can actually remember Krishna and go to Krishna and go to Goloka. So as we discussed in the previous lectures, our time is really counted. Our days are really numbered. So we don't want to lose this great opportunity. And one thing we need to realize and understand that when we are ready, Krishna is ready. Krishna is always ready to take us to Goloka. Are we ready? That is the main question. If we want to serve Krishna, if our goal is only to please Krishna, then all the activities in our day-to-day life, it will go on very nicely as we plan. Because we plan only, we wish only to please Krishna. So that way we will be able to see wonders happening in our life actually. So because we will be so busy, occupied in pleasing Krishna, and things will go the way we want, because we don't want anything in this material world, material sense objects. We want only to please the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So that way, since our wish, our desires are Krishna's desires, so then we are going to be successful. We are going to achieve whatever we want. So that we are experiencing already, and we will experience much more in the future. There is no doubt about it. And Krishna will keep pouring us with lots and lots of opportunities to please him. So now we have finished 40 sloka number 41 in the 41 slokas in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So 42 slokas, I believe. So that's what we finished. So now let us continue the next sloka also. Hare Krishna. So in sloka number 41, what we studied, Krishna taught us that Arjuna told Krishna. Of course, Krishna is giving us this entire Bhagavad Gita knowledge. But what Arjuna told Krishna here, that Sankaro narakayaiva kulajnanam kulasya cha patanti pitaro hyesham lupta pindo daka kriyaga. Sankaro narakayaiva kulagnana kulasya. That Sankara means the unwanted progeny, unwanted children. So they make the life hell is for both those who destroy the family and also the family. So that's what is happening in today's life. If we don't take care of the next generation, who are going to elementary school, if we are not giving them the correct guidance, the knowledge, everything is needed, and they are going to make this world hell. There is no doubt about it. So that's what I am saying, that so then the forefathers will fall down because they won't get food. So then in the next sloka what we studied, Krishna is teaching that in sloka number 2, Krishna is teaching us that दोषैरेतैः कुलज्ञानां वर्णसङ्करकारकैः उत्सात्यन्ते जातिधर्माः कुलधर्माश्च शाश्वतः. So दोषैरेतैः कुलज्ञानां वर्णसङ्करकारकैः. So because of that varnasankarakara, unwanted children, so because of that fault, the fault done by those who are destroyers of the family. So because of that, all the community welfare projects and Kula Dharmas, family traditions, which are permanent, eternal family traditions, they all will be destroyed, devastated, utsatyanti. So everything will be destroyed by the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children. All kinds of community projects and family are devastated. That's what Krishna is teaching. So in the next sloka, this is sloka number 43, Krishna is continuing. Arjuna is telling that Utsanna kula dharmanam manushyanam janardhanam narake niyatam vasho bhavati anushushuma. That's what Arjuna is continuing there. Utsanna kula dharmana. When kula dharma is destroyed, so those who are the cause for destroying the kula dharma. So Utsanna kula dharmana manushya janardana. O Janardana, O Krishna. Those who are cause for destroying such family tradition, kula dharma. So for they will always dwell in hell. Narakam, narake, niyatam vaso. Narake, niyatam vaso, bhavati iti anushushma. I've heard about this. By this disciplic succession, I have heard that those who are the cause for destroying the family tradition, they always dwell in hell. So Arjuna is telling Krishna that by fighting in this battle, he will be destroying the family tradition. So that means he's going to hell. This is Arjuna's version. But is he right? He's totally wrong. That's what we are going to study in the second chapter. Krishna tells him that if you don't fight here, you are going to go to hell. That's what Krishna is saying. So, whereas if you fight here, you are going to go to Swarga, heaven. Hatho va prapsesi swargam jitva va bhokshashe magim. Hatho uttishta kaunteya kritanishchayaga. That's what in the second chapter Krishna is teaching us. In the sloka number 31 to 38, Krishna is actually telling Arjuna that if you don't fight, then you are going to lose. You are going to commit sin. Atachetto memam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi tatas swadarvam kirtim chakitva papam avapsis. That's what in the next sloka, what we study in the first chapter, he will say that I am going to commit sin. But Krishna is saying that if you don't fight, then you are going to commit sin. Swadharmam api chamikshana vikampitum argasi dharmyadi yuddhachayo anyade kshatriyasya vinavit. So, because here Swargadwaram apavrit Sukhinaga Kshatriyaga Pata. So, because for you, the gates of the heaven are widely open. Swargadwaram apavrit. So, Sukhinaga Kshatriyaga Pata Lavante Yuddham Idrasham. When the Kshatriyas get the opportunities to fight, because the gates of the heaven are widely open for them, they will be happy actually. But you are saying that you are not going to fight because you are going to commit sins, because you are going to go to hell. So all things Krishna in this sloka number 43. O Krishna, maintainer of the people, there is Janardana. I've heard by disciplic succession that those whose family traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have finished up to sloka number 43 in the first chapter. Just 3 more slokas for us to finish the first chapter. Hare Krishna. I will stop now and let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimati Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimrandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasa Gauranga. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Timir Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Before Timir Prabhu talks, tomorrow only we will not have our Bhagavad Gita class at the usual time, but I will be in Bangalore in the evening. So maybe I'll figure it out if we can do share the Zoom, and if any devotees are able to join, they can join. So only in the morning, our usual time, we will not have Bhagavad Gita class only tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Timir Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you Guruji for the wonderful class. Hare Krishna to all the devotees.
Timir Prabhu, entire lecture was very clear, correct? Audio, because my internet was showing not stable. But was it okay, Prabhu?
Yes Guruji, audio was okay.
Okay, then it's good.
Yes. Hare Krishna devotees, kindly use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji. Chitrita Mataji has raised her hand.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
There is a little bit of doubt in my mind in the fact that we see Krishna in everybody's, in everybody, in the soul of another
Yes.
person.
Yes.
The moment you see Krishna in somebody else, immediately your mind will soften. You cannot, he is there. Therefore, you towards that person, you will feel kindly towards that person. That is, I think.
Yes. Yes.
But on the other side, here we have Arjun. He has to now fight even Duryodhan. So how do we kind of, this inconsistency, I'm a little kind of confused about.
Because here, what Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita, also in the 18th chapter, Yasya na akankrito bhavo buddhi yasya na lipate atvapi saima lokan na kanti na nibadyati. So if a person is not having any ahankara, if a person thinks that I am not the doer, this is a main. Yasya na akankrito bhava buddhi yasya na lipate. When his intelligence is not entangled, even if he kills someone, hatva means killing, hatvapi saima lokan na kanti na nibadyate. He doesn't kill and he is not bound. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So when Duryodhana and the others, they are actually doing adharma. Krishna himself came here to establish dharma. So that's what he says, Krishna also. So that way, they cannot live. Those people who do adharma, they are not going to let the dharma flourish. So Krishna's mission itself to make the dharma, to spread dharma. It's Bhagavad Gita itself is dharma. So that way, so a Kshatriya's duty, what is the Kshatriya's duty? A Kshatriya's duty is to actually make sure that the dharma prevails. That is the Kshatriya. That's what Swadharmam api chaveksha navikampitum argasi dharmyadi yuddha shreyo anyade Kshatriyasya na vidyate. So for Kshatriya, there is nothing else is better than fighting for the sake of righteousness. Dharma means righteousness, correct? So it is like when a person commits sin, even we are giving them death punishment, correct? In the jail, they are hanging them, correct? So like that only. So that way, it is not going to bind the person who is committing, who is fighting like Arjuna. That's what Krishna is telling him, that if you don't fight here, then you are going to get sin. Atachetvam imam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi. Tata swadharmam kirtim cha hitva papam avapsasi. If you don't fight here for the sake of righteousness, then you are going to not only lose your fame, name, everything, and you are going to get sins. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So that way, it is not yes, Matan.
Understood. So number one is you give up that ahankar in you, which is saying that I am doing the work, I am not doing the work. Number one. Correct. Yes. And that is why I guess, Arjuna in our mind and Krishna in our soul is, that is why there is a lot of confusion in a normal human.
Originally, Arjuna had ahankara. So he was thinking that how can I counterattack with arrows, Bhishma and Drona, who are worthy of my worship, correct? Katam Bhishmam aham sanke, Dronam cha madhusudana, isubhigi pratiyochyami pujarga varishudana. But later on, when he needs to just do what Krishna is asking him to do. That's it. He didn't worry about what kind of effects, reactions are going to come at all. He need not worry. When we do it for Krishna, so when we just execute what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, so then why we need to worry? That's what Krishna himself says, that I will deliver you from all sinful reactions. So if you follow Bhagavad Gita, then Krishna will guide us. He's there in our heart as the super soul. So then there is no confusion.
Thank you. Understood, Guruji. Wonderful explanation. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Palaniyappan Prabhu has raised his hand.
So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So today's class also is really very much interesting, and your explanation regarding spiritual eyes.
Yes.
You can see through spiritual eyes only the Krishna fully. Otherwise, we will be seeing the materialistic world only. By this body, we are daily seeing the materialistic world. And without spiritual eyes, it is very difficult to realize what Krishna says. So that is a very, very, very tricky and important message to all of us. That is my feeling. That is the thing which I felt when we see that what we experience daily because of the three modes and how we have to come out only with spiritual eyes and seeing others as soul is another important point, which instead of body we are able to see others as soul. That is again with the spiritual eyes only it is possible. And these two means we have to go in more depth Bhagavad Gita, not just by reading.
That's correct.
That is a more important.
That's what Jnana Chakshusaka.
Yes. That today you have explained in a very, very clear way. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. That's what Jnana Chakshusaka. Jnana Chakshusaka means eyes of knowledge. This Bhagavad Gita is the eyes of knowledge through which we can see the world as it is. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hema Mataji has raised her hand.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, that explanation that you gave that, Arjuna being a Kshatriya has to fight back and restore Dharma according to Krishna. But what about we ordinary human beings? We feel something is wrong and maybe we are not able to say it out. Then how do we cope with all these things when there is something wrong going around us? So can we say, how do we tackle that? Because we are not Kshatriyas. We can't do something like that. So how do we tackle all these wrong things?
It's a very, very practical, very important question, Mataji. Thank you for asking such question. Actually, that's the reason what we are now studying Bhagavad Gita.
I know.
So
but how do we really apply it? That is what
That's correct. So we need to, as we are always, as statistics wise, so many times in the past I have mentioned that Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita in the 7th chapter, 3rd shloka, Manushyanam Sahasri Sukaschityadishiti. So 1 in 1,000 will be good, correct? So in 1.3 or 1.4, it's more, correct? Millions of people. So there is at least 15 lakhs, let's say 1.5 million devotees are there. In India, it's 15 lakhs devotees. Where are all those devotees? That is the main thing. If 15 lakhs devotees can come together and plan to establish the Dharma, then it is definitely going to happen. So you or me alone can see things, but we cannot do that. So Krishna is there to help us to establish Dharma, but we should be there actually ready to now identify all those 15 lakh devotees and bring them together. And then we can actually definitely do wonders by Krishna's mercy. That is the
but then
only way.
One question is, what do we do in our day-to-day lives? We feel so many, we come up with so many obstacles in our lives, which we feel is wrong according to us, which may be right according to the other person. So what do we do?
Yeah, day-to-day life, we cannot help because we don't have that capacity to do whatever. But we have the capacity to remember Krishna. We have our mind to fully focus on Krishna. So as we always say that, like chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 16 rounds every day, no one is going to disturb us. It's our mind. We are going to remember Krishna. Nobody can stop that. And preparing prasadam and offering prasadam to Krishna. So every day we are taking prasadam meals. So we are offering to Krishna with love and devotion. Then nobody can stop us. So we should do that. And our attending this Bhagavad Gita lecture. So now Krishna's mercy, it's happening every day, correct? So we finished 700 lectures and now we are going to finish again in this first chapter, we are going to finish in the next 3 slokas, correct? So there is tremendous opportunities now to spread the message that we are studying this Bhagavad Gita on Zoom. So this itself is a great service to Krishna. So like that, Mataji, we have a lot of things to do. And while doing all these things, our day-to-day life also will go very nicely. There is no doubt that I'm able to experience it for so many years and all this also.
Very right. Yes, Guruji, nice explanation, because I think only clinging to Krishna is going to help us. That is it.
Exactly. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge is Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji.
Thank you,
Yes,
Guruji.
the
Thank
only
you so much.
solution is this
Hare
Bhagavad
Krishna.
Gita knowledge. This knowledge
Yes.
only can create a better society. Yes, ma'am. Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
And also an eye opener to all, to
Yes.
understand it better. Yes.
That is correct.
Thank you. Thank you, Guruji. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
we will aim, Mataji. I think tomorrow I am going to Bangalore and meeting. I'm very much looking forward to meeting all the devotees there.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm sure next time when I come, I will definitely come to Mumbai, Mataji. We also
Yes,
have a lot
yes,
of devotees
yes.
in Mumbai.
Yes, you
So
must.
we
You
can
must.
do there.
Looking forward to
Mumbai,
that,
Delhi.
Guruji. Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you.
Krishna's
Thank you,
mercy.
Guruji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Suresh Prabhu has raised his hand.
Hello, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Like,
Krishna, Prabhu.
like you're discussing about the dharma or the righteousness. How do you know
Yes.
that who is right, or how do you know this? What thing is right? Right is how do you define, or like?
Whatever said in Bhagavad Gita is right. That's it. So that's why this studying and understanding this Bhagavad Gita is very, very important, because Krishna is saying that this is dharma. Idam dharmam. So Krishna is saying that if we understand this is dharma, etu dharma mritam. So in the 12th chapter, last sloka, Krishna is saying that etu dharma mritam. So this is dharma amritam. So we need to follow this Bhagavad Gita, and this is a Shastra. So Krishna is teaching us that Tasmat Shastram Pramanamte Karya Akarya Vivastito. So what we do or we don't do, Karya or Akarya. So everything should be based on Shastra, this Bhagavad Gita. Because Idhyatamam Shastram, Idam Muktam Mayanaga, Yetad Buddha Buddhiman Shat Krita Krita Sichabharta. This is the topmost secret. This is the Shastra, confidential Shastra. So you follow this. So that way, if we follow everything based on what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, so then we are doing things, everything in the right way. Otherwise, we don't know.
But
Because
in our
Krishna is,
regular,
yes, bro.
Guruji, when regular our dealings or regular in our life, how do we like apply this, or how do we know, like how do we?
Yes, bro. If we just, if we make our primary goal is only to spread this Bhagavad Gita, spread this message that we are studying in Zoom. So that should be our primary task in our daily life. So then all other things will come into place in the right way, Prabhu. There is no doubt. So that's why Krishna is teaching us that if this is Yayidam Paramam Gukyam Madbhakte Swavidasri Bhaktimayi Param Kritva Mamevesisi Asamsayam. So anyone who gives this most confidential knowledge to my devotees, so I guarantee devotional service unto me, they will come to me, there is no doubt about it. So if we keep this as our primary task, Prabhu, so then we don't have to worry about anything else. Everything will be in the right place. You understand? You agree with that, correct, Prabhu?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Guruji. Okay, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Shankar Prabhu has raised his hand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, you are in Chennai?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, yes, Prabhu. I know yesterday it got very late, Prabhu. I had to start my Tamil Bhagavad Gita class. By the time I reached home, yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Because somehow it got late in the airport. The baggage come check. I checked. But
Your voice breaking, Prabhu.
Going to start.
Sorry, Prabhu, your voice breaking.
Is it clear? Okay, is it clear now, Prabhu? Is it still breaking?
No, it is better.
Okay, Prabhu. No, tomorrow morning, is it okay for you, Prabhu? Meet tomorrow morning?
What time, Prabhu?
Morning, I am planning to go to Istanbul Temple, Prabhu. Not tomorrow morning, Friday morning. Friday morning. So tomorrow I will be going to Bangalore. So 1 o'clock we leave from here and I will be there at 8 o'clock. So if you are available free, then we both can go also if you have some time. Otherwise, I can meet you and go, or I will come back and meet you. Something like that tomorrow. Is it okay, Prabhu?
Okay, Prabhu. Then I will call you after this session, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, we will discuss. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Afterwards, we'll discuss and figure
Hare
it out.
Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
We'll find it out. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, we'll definitely meet, Prabhu, before I go. But when we will meet, we'll find this. Yes, Prabhu. Hare
Okay,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, R.K. Goyal, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. It's
Hare
a
Krishna, Prabhu.
wonderful class. Thank you very much. I have got a small doubt. Actually, it was very difficult to believe when you initially said that neither the soul does anything nor the Lord Krishna does anything. But
Yes.
over a period of time, I have started believing, yes, it is the correct interpretation, correct understanding. Because whatsoever we are seeing happening, it is all reactions coming from the past actions of some people. It may be our own
Yes.
people, it may be because of our relatives, it may be because of the other people in the society. Whatever we are situation facing in the present day, they are all reactions coming out of the previous deeds of somebody. And unfortunately, we don't have a Krishna in front of us to whom
Yes.
we can rely to deal with the situation. So this chanting is basically to control the mana and to realize that actually we are not the doer, we are dealing with the reactions. And so the best reaction is not to react to the stimulus that is being given to us by the external surroundings. And we should focus on the Krishna,
Yes.
that's all. So,
Yes.
so this is the essence that I am getting now, Guruji, with your kind mercy. So I believe I am going in the right direction. Just for the purpose of sharing, I am sharing my views. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Kindly
Hare
bless.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Kindly
Hare Krishna.
bless. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
And
Hare Krishna,
sorry,
Guruji.
Guruji, for interrupting.
No
But
problem,
I
Mataji.
but then Arjun had to react. Is it not correct? If if we don't react to certain situations, then I don't think we are kind of correct, because Krishna will tell you to react. Is that also not correct?
No, that reaction should not be based on the three modes of material nature. That's the main thing. So
Yeah.
if we are attached, the reaction comes because depending upon what mode of nature is controlling us, so that's how we are reacting, correct? But Krishna is teaching us that matkarma krit matparamo madattam sangavarjitaga nirviraga sarvabhutesu yasamameti pandava. So madartham, when you perform activities for Krishna, so you are not affected by the results, correct? So that reaction should not be based on your attachment to the results. So it should be based on your understanding of Bhagavad Gita and what you are trying to do it for Krishna. So at that time, you are not motivated by false ego, but rather you are motivated by pleasing Krishna. You are reacting, you are fighting. So that is not a reaction. That is, you are actually Krishna's mercy. You are doing it for Krishna. So finally, when Arjuna fought, that's what he did it. So whatever he feared happened. Whatever he feared in the first chapter happened. But he didn't worry about it. He was fighting. Yes.
True.
His own son got killed. Correct.
Yes. So sad. That is a right. I understood. I'm sorry for interrupting again.
No
Please,
problem. It's very nice. It's very important questions. Yes,
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Shashirekha Mataji has raised her hand.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Timur Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Guruji, in continuation with this discussion and what Ravindra Goyal Prabhuji said and what Chitrita Mataji said and what you have been explaining, I think this is what is meant in the modern day in English when they say don't react but respond. You know, this is what we've been learning in all the so-called modern day gurus who teach you how to who don't know much about Bhagavad Gita, but but how to deal with life, how to deal with situations. When they teach you, they always tell you, don't react, but respond. So, but probably this is the actual essence of that this is where it comes from, is what I think. They may not attribute it to Bhagavad Gita, but this is where it comes from, that, you know, when you look at something, and just like what you said, that one has to consider it carefully before giving out a reaction under the influence of the three modes of material nature, which would be instantaneous, you know, anger, whatever. Instead of that, one considers a situation carefully and responds to it depending upon the knowledge acquired from Bhagavad Gita. What pleases Krishna? What should I do in this situation? I think that is my understanding. Am I right, Guruji?
Exactly. That's what, because any situation you will be only thinking whether Krishna is happy with what I am doing or not. That's the main cause. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, karma atra mohitagam tate karma pravakshami. So even a person, intelligent persons also, they are confused about what is karma, what is akarma. So I shall teach you what is karma now. So by knowing which, you will be freed from the miseries of material existence. So that way, we have to refer to Bhagavad Gita. So this should come automatically. It's not that every time you go and find it, because when you are expert in Bhagavad Gita, automatically you know what to do. Yes, Mother. So then we will please Krishna. And also our goal itself, life activities itself, we will become so much busy in serving Krishna, like what we are doing right now. I'm sure for the last few days, you and the other devotees in Bangalore, we are already planning a lot of our meetings. This keeps us very busy in serving Krishna. So like that, when we occupy ourselves in pleasing Krishna, so then life will be fully Krishna conscious. That's it.
Yeah, and the other thing is that when I mean, this is something that I have previously also asked you, that, you know, there are people around us who are unpleasant, who are all kinds of things. Of course, you have told us previously also that, you know, that one has to try and dissociate with such people. But I think what is even more important is not to have any negativity towards them. When Krishna said that, when Krishna said that you have to see Krishna in everyone, then in every, and one is that everyone is a soul. It's not the body which is under the influence of, you know, the three modes of material nature. They are doing everything because of whatever they are doing, good, bad, ugly, is all under the influence of the three modes of material nature. So we have to understand that and look at the, Krishna in them and not react negatively. And, you know, I mean, I think this is what it means. And I have found that, at least in my experience, after what you had told some time ago when I had asked this question, I remember. So now, you know, I mean, I realize that I'm able to look at even those people who are mischief makers, who are, you know, things like that around us. There are lots of people like that. I'm able to look at them with a different eye now, in the sense that I am not looking at them with anger, with hatred. There is none of that. I'm trying to remind myself that, you know, I'm trying to remind myself that there is Krishna, you know, in this soul also. So how can this soul be, how can I feel this way about this soul? You know, I think it's comes over a period of time. And like Ravindra Goyal Prabhuji said, it is by practice, by chanting, by all these things, by constantly being bombarded with this knowledge every day by you, that it gets reiterated. And we slowly, I mean, it's so subtle, and it is so, it is happening automatically. I mean, now I realize that I'm not even putting so much of effort into it, you know, it's happening. That is Krishna's mercy. So I mean, I just wanted to continue the discussion and check with you whether what I was thinking was in line.
Very much. We will all experiencing, and we will experience more. And our future is very bright in terms of serving Krishna. There is no doubt, Mother.
Absolutely. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Ravin Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, what Ravindra Goyal Prabhu mentioned and Shashirika Mataji mentioned, in continuation with that, what I understand is that it all for getting a reaction or to come to responding, we should or remember chapter 13, 8 to 12, which is Vanittam Bhittam Ahimsa Kshantirarjavam Acharyopasanam Shaucham Sthairyam Vinigraha Indriyartheshu Vairagyam Anahankara Evacha Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshanudarshanam, and two more shlokas.
Yes.
So, so all of those, probably the 18 qualities that would, if we try to inculcate in ourselves, then our response would be based on Bhagavad Gita. Is that right, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. So basically, those 5 slokas, what you said, from those 8 to 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So those basically 5 slokas. At the end, what Krishna is saying that Etat jnanam iti proktam ajnanam yatato anyata. So whatever I have just mentioned is knowledge, everything else is ajnana. So that's what Krishna is doing. But all those qualities, Prabhu, so what we are trying to do is by studying this Bhagavad Gita every day, what we are now trying to, everything, that's what I repeatedly reiterating that again and again, that when we make our primary task is to only to give this knowledge to devotees. There are many, many devotees, they are still waiting to receive this knowledge, but they have not got the opportunity. So if we are able to focus on only on one thing, so even our every day our activities are also very successful. We are able to progress and we are so committed because we are sticking with only one thing, that is Bhagavad Gita, nothing else. So because we are able to connect with Krishna constantly because of this Bhagavad Gita only. So that way, if we are able to get this ourselves plan more in future, we are doing it. So then all these things, whatever you said, all these qualities will automatically come to us, Prabhu. That is the main thing. So everything is a part of this thing. Everything, when you are engaged in Krishna's service. So that's why in one word to say, Prabhu, like in 14th chapter towards the end, Krishna says that is, Yegi Samsparsa, Krishna is saying that that is, who is actually without any deviation, always Bhakti Yogena Sevati. Bhakti Yogena Sevati, Sagunan Samati Taitan, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpati. That's what Krishna is. Mamchayo Avyabhicharena Bhakti Yogena Sevati. So without any deviation, if a person is engaged in my devotional service, so then he is freed from all the 3 modes of material nature. So what is the best devotional service? The best devotional service to Krishna is just spreading this Bhagavad Gita only. So if you just keep that one thing is our goal, so then all these qualities we will get from whatever is right. But all these qualities we don't have to really try to achieve it. Everything will just come to us. You get that point, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. So what I'm understanding is that in chapter 13, 8 to 12, these 5 shlokas explains what are the 18 qualities that we should incult, and the method is given in chapter 14, 26, Mam Chayu Avivacharana. So,
yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So you
in fact, that sloka also before that chapter 14:26, previously Krishna has answered Arjuna's question about that by what Kailingaihi Trin Gunan Etan Atito Bhavati Prabhu Kimacharaga Katam Chaitan Trin Gunan Ativatati. By what factors I can understand that a person is freed from the 3 modes of material. It's a very important question, correct? So for that, Krishna has also mentioned, very similar to this chapter 13, 8 to 12, there also Krishna has explained. So all these qualities, that's why at the end he said that just by rendering devotional service unto me, everything will be satisfied. Yes, that's it.
Yes, Prabhu. Wonderfully explained, Prabhu. Understood that, Prabhu. So, so the method to bring in those qualities is to spread Bhagavad Gita.
That's it, Prabhu. That's it. We will do it. We are already doing it. Krishna will make our efforts very, very successful. There is no doubt about it. And we will keep ourselves very much occupied in this effort. All other things, Krishna takes care of. That's it. Other things, we will leave it to him. He will do wonders in our life. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Wonderfully explained, Guruji. Understood, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Thank you.
And thanks for R.K. Goel Prabhu to ask this question and mention about that. Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thanks.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. There are no more questions. Devotees asked a lot of questions, and thank you for all the answers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Looking forward to meeting you tomorrow. And
Yes,
also,
Mataji.
yeah, and also very nice to hear all the question answers today.
Yes.
My little input on that is, you are saying 1 in 1,000 will get attracted to Krishna, right, Guruji? So,
Yes.
and you have to find all the 50 lakh devotees
That is correct.
who have to be doing that. So when these 50 lakh devotees get into the Krishna consciousness, does herd immunity develop for the rest of the 999 in 1,000?
Yes, Mataji, very much true. Yes, you are absolutely right, Mataji. It's actually I know we are using all technical words, correct, Mataji. That's very much true. Because it is like, even if you see like rich people, the rich is only the top 1%, correct? Or top very. So they are only controlling everything, the society, all those things, correct? In general, correct? The people who are very, very rich. So the way other ordinary people, their life completely depends on these people, correct? What they decide, what they do. So that's how things are happening, correct? So if we are able to come together as those 15 lakh devotees, so then if we are able to decide, so then you are, as you write, all the other 999 will get better life. There is no doubt, Mataji. Yes.
Yeah, and and as you said, I think automatically when our behavior towards mischief mongers, as Sashireka was saying, changes, automatically their behavior also changes, right? When the way we look at others changes, I can see that there's a difference in the way the others also look at us, especially when there are trouble.
They will change because we need to occupy such important positions. Because as a devotee of Krishna, because we are not after material results, but still for the betterment of the society. That's what Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita, that Sarva Bhuta Hite Ratag. Krishna uses this word very often, that for the welfare of other living entities. Because for us, individually speaking, we really don't need anything materially speaking. Everything is very well taken care by Krishna. So, but Atma Upamyena Sarvatra Samam Pasyati Yo Arjuna Sukham Va Yadiva Dukkam Sayogi Paramo Matra. So we need to others' happiness and distress, we need to equally take participation, Mataji. And if you want to put that efforts, it will automatically happen, because I'm not even able to believe, like in the last 2 days, I just went to my native only for 2 days. One of my goal was to go to my schools, high schools. I studied in 2 high schools up to 7th grade and then 8th to 12th grade. So to meet with the headmasters, principal and other teachers, so that I can start teaching the students from the 9th grade onwards. So everything's wonderfully happened. I could meet with them and got all the contacts and everything. So I think some of these things, if we take care, then the society will come better, Mataji. Yes, Krishna will take care.
Yes, Krishna will take care and things will automatically fall in place.
Automatically fall in place. And for us, our needs, we don't have to worry. Krishna is taking care well.
Okay. Okay, Guruji.
I'm also looking forward to seeing all of you tomorrow, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. 2 or 3 of my cousins will also be joining. I will also inform Sashireka about this.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That will be very nice seeing them, all of them. Yes.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class, and it reminded me of one of the books which I read, of effectiveness.
The voice is breaking, Mataji.
So in between that, yeah,
So
can
now
you
I'm
hear
able
me
to hear.
now?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Now I'm able to hear. Yes, Mataji. Yes.
So this book, yeah, Stephen Covey's book, if you remember, The 7 Habits of Effectiveness. He talks about this response and reaction, that actually it is taken from these philosophy books only, like Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, yes.
So they,
Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare
Today's
Krishna.
discussion is very good, Guruji. Guruji, once long back you have told
Yes.
us based on today's discussion, if we just, if non-bhaktas are there, something like that, if we cannot, you should not respond, we should get away from them. That also one thing we can do now, Guruji. We should not be
Yes, Mataji, it all, we need to be very careful. In the beginning, when we are, that's why Krishna is himself is teaching, that Ramin Prabhu was mentioning about in the 13th chapter, sloka number 8 to 12, that Vivikta Desha Sevitvam Aratigi Jana Samsat. So Vivikta Desha Sevitvam means one should aspire to live in a solitary place and abstain from the general mass of people. Aratigi Jana Samsat. Because when we want to focus our mind on Krishna, when we want to forget everything about this material world, because at death, at the time of death, our mind has to remember only Krishna, otherwise we will come back here again. So for that reason, we need to do that. So that way, we should not be associating with the people who are after material sense objects too much, but at the same time, we will be doing all kinds of welfare activities based on Bhagavad Gita, but without affecting our consciousness. That's what is very important, Krishna consciousness. So that way, we need to associate mainly with devotees only. So that's why Krishna says in the 10th chapter, Matchitta Matgata Prana, Bodhayantaga Parasparam Kadayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanti Charamadcha. My devotees always thinking about me, dedicating their lives unto me. They enlighten one another by conversing about me. So that way they derive great satisfaction and bliss. So that's what we are doing right now. So that's what we should be doing, Mother.
Yeah, not only for going up for the penance, even in this worldly this thing, also we should we get away from the people.
Yeah, we get away from the materialistic activities. Yes, materialistic.
Yeah, so not only that, even the people who are not associated with Krishna consciousness.
Yes, yes, definitely. We will serve them, help them, but we ourselves should not be a part of their materialistic activities. That's what is very important.
Okay, Guruji. Okay, Guruji. Especially for me, in my own kith and kins and relatives, then how to handle. That's what my question was, Guruji, in my mind.
Yes, Krishna will guide us, Mataji. No problem.
Okay, Guruji. Okay, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji, for the class, and I'm looking forward to meet you, Guruji. We are so excited.
Shivakumar Prabhu also said he will be coming, correct, Mataji?
Who? Shivkumar, yes, he's coming, Guruji. Yes. He got a leave also. He got leave also. Then he's coming, Guruji. Yes, Guruji.
Very nice.
So, very nice. We are excited to meet you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
You got disconnected when you are talking. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
yeah, Guruji. Your record, your broadcast today is a lot of distortion, Guruji. What you said is correct. Your network also indicated, right? It was not strong enough for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Only here, when in my native place, it was very good, but here somehow this place not there.
Yes, Guruji. But at times it buffers
But
and
my
comes
voice was
fast
breaking,
forward. Now
Prabhu.
it is
Voice
better.
was good. Yes.
Yeah, voice is good, everything good, but at the big end of the lecture, while chanting also in between happened. That happens, Guruji. In India, generally it happens. It's buffer. It's called buffering.
No. In
So,
many places, a very nice internet connection is there. But only for some reason, maybe in my Chennai home, I may have to find a place where it is better. Yes.
Yes, Guruji. Because of the contention, it was buffering. It's like fast forward, Guruji. We can hear you, but as if you're speaking very fast. All the content comes as if so it buffers and deliver right, Guruji. So that synchronization is happening, Guruji. But excellent session, Guruji. Today, despite of that, we are all able to stay close, Guruji. We are connected with you, and as everyone mentioned, you're cleansing us every day, Guruji. You're shaping us. Every day we started shining. There's a new dimension of life we are looking into, Guruji. Like Shashi Mataji said, and we started to accept the facts, and we are accepting the people who are around us. And that's all through you, Guruji. Excellent, Guruji. Thank you so much. And I have another challenge, Guruji. We have some issues. I have to work with the legal counsel to get my project signed off. There are some changes, Guruji. Yesterday till evening, we couldn't get that signed off. Then I've introduced my another colleague who's a legal counsel there. So looks like it is difficult for me to start from here, Guruji, tonight.
No, we'll not next time. We will definitely.
Yes.
I will also try to come to Singapore sometime. Yes,
yeah. That you next time you can take a route, Guruji, instead of
if
Dubai.
If I come for a longer trip from
Again, for a moment, I lost your voice, Guruji. So that probably the internet connection at your end. Yes, Guruji. Let's see that I still keep the options open, Guruji. And all of a sudden, there was a case also yesterday. About more than 25,000 cases happened over here. So getting into airport itself, I need to do a test, Guruji. That is a challenge.
Yes,
otherwise, I can pick up my passport and board the flight tonight itself. But anyway, the session is in the evening, correct, Guruji? You will be.
Yes, tomorrow evening only. Tomorrow evening.
I'll still keep the options open, Guruji. Let me see if I reach Chennai morning. Probably I can travel. You're traveling by Indigo, Guruji. What's the carrier?
I am flying 7:30 Spice Jet in the morning. That is the very first flight available to Chennai, Bangalore.
They have 10 flights, Guruji, in the past. Let me check the schedule. And evening, what time, Guruji? The session is what time?
That is, I'm leaving the last flight, 11 o'clock Indigo from Chennai to Bangalore, Bangalore to Chennai.
Okay. At what time you would be at Mataji's house, Guruji? 4 o'clock?
4 to until 9 or yes, from 4 to 9.
Okay, Guruji. The Mataji house also close to airport, Guruji. Only half an hour from airport to the house. Okay, Guruji. Let me keep you posted, Guruji. I'll call you.
Okay, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Guruji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Satyendra Singh Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Pranam.
Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for your wonderful, beautiful lecture today also. And
yes,
you have reiterated that from several births, due to association with materialistic world, we are getting, our soul is experiencing sukha, dukkha, and suffering, all that. If we associate with the Lord Krishna, we will be free from all the miseries. That is the wonderful lesson you have given us today. And one of the devotee Matajis coined the word bombarded. I like that. From the bombarding of your Gita Gyan, we are really getting affected, and slowly we are started loving Krishna.
Yes,
we have to see that how far we are going to achieve that goal, to have Lord Krishna in our life for wonderful bliss and release from the bondage of this materialist world. Really wonderful class, and daily we are learning new things. Thank you, Guruji, for your wonderful class. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Gayatri Mataji. Vishnuvardhana Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Vishnuvardhana Prabhu. I'm not able to hear you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. You're speaking, but for some reason I'm not able to hear you, Prabhu. Maybe I'll mute you and again you can unmute. Sunil Srivas, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna, Guruji, Dandavat Pranam, and no question, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Guruji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Vinayan Dev Prabhu. Kadiraman Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Guruji, today's class is very wonderful class, Guruji. Your explanation is very great, Guruji. Very, very well explanation, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu.
And no doubts, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Gayatri Mataji, Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhan Rao, can you try again, Prabhu? Can you talk again? Hare Krishna, Manoranjan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Wonderful session. Really, the Gita Gyan is very important. How it is important, I feel now. Really, unless you apply it, that Chetana, Khadya, food, and mindset, Sattva, Raja, Tama, if you are affected by negative forces, we will suffer. We are destined to suffer. We cannot either, we will think that we will in not alive. If you are in the always taking right kind of sattvica ahara and sattvica mano and mind, we will enjoy the life. That Gita Gyan from generation, it is so important, I feel. So as a human being, one should not miss. This is primary, this is most important, urgent for all to lead a disciplined, regulated, and the life, it is only contains in Gita and nothing else. So it is a primary and most urgent for us. So really you are taking all kind of efforts, endeavors for us to elevate to that state, that spiritual abode of heaven or Godhead, Supreme Godhead, Lord Krishna. And really Sandipani and Guru also, even Krishna itself is representative, and for all beings, that he is a creator himself, also has to make a guru. So without guru, we cannot move an inch. So I feel in everything, in every part, guru is needed. I feel in any problems we have, the guru can dispel, can solve our difficulties. So guru is not an ordinary thing. More than a God, I feel guru is everything. He gives us the light and dispel our ignorance or on what is not needed. So really, I feel happy, great to be like you as a guru, and you are always injecting us, inculcating in our mind the spiritual knowledge, the right kind of knowledge, right kind of thought, how to generate, how to follow and adapt in our lifestyle. Then only you can enjoy the life what you are leading. Really, it is a very great thing that to be associated with the Gita Gyan. I feel for me also, I am so careless. I was so careless, and day by day I'm getting careful because of your powerful class, enlightening class, and transformation is taking place in in me. So I feel that I have to change myself. Mindset also important. Unless you surrender to Guru, or we cannot achieve. By saying this is not enough. We have to do it, and so that really by attending the class, and after that the knowledge you are giving, that chapter 1 is going on, so you are very much how Arjuna also affected by negative forces, and really Krishna loves him so much to try. It is his duty to transform. So many ideas. So for us also, he is so intimate and friend. Also, he gives us lesson. Ultimately, Krishna, Arjuna also admits his mistakes. So he tries to solve all the problems. So his guru and his disciple is Arjuna, and friend also. Everything. So it is a very good example. We are lucky to have this class. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman, Naman, Naman. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Namaste Guru.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, we will again see day after tomorrow, but tomorrow evening we will, if possible, we will see. Hare Krishna.